Hello everybody. I am going to try to make this video quick, and I'm going to try my best to try to speak as clearly as possible. I've tried to make this video a couple of times already, and I'm finding a hard time finding words for certain things. So I'm just going to ask you to be patient and to bear with me. I'm not a super educated person, so it might be kind of hard for me to explain some of the things I'm about to say. I'll start with this. The Lord had showed me last night after I watched a video, and a video by someone that I feel is very dedicated to keeping up with what's going on in the Middle East, and I feel like he is a good source. He has also mentioned that he has some very powerful high up sources, and anyway, I think he really tries to bring the truth. There's no bias there. Like, he truly tries to share what's going on there. He shared something that's he put together that he really believes is happening there, that is not being reported in the news. Okay? So, as he shared it, I realized I think this is a prophecy that's come to pass, something that God showed me in some visions. And I think I shared something a little bit about it on Facebook last night and with a few people, a few close friends. But I really had to pray. I wanted to pray more about it before I made a video or said anything else. So, let's go back. I'm going to, I'll come back to the news, but I'm going to go back to what God had shown me, okay, in my prophetic vision. All right. So, I thought it was in April of 2016 when I asked the Lord the first time who was going to be the next president. I thought it was in April, but it was actually in March. It was like March the 3rd. Excuse me. And immediately he told me, the next president is going to be Donald Trump. This is March 2016, okay? So, I'm trying to get comfortable without showing all the laundry in our laundry room here. It's a pretty good spot to make a video, actually. But anyway, so the Lord told me that. He said, Donald Trump. And then I heard the words immediately following that. I heard closed borders. That's the words I heard. And it was kind of a unsettling feeling that I had when I heard that. Now, mind you, I had no idea what his immigration policies were and views. I had no idea. I had no clue. So, I found that out later. Well, after I heard those words, I was given the vision, and it was like I was suspended above America, the nation. And I saw this like blue cover over the United States, and it covered every spot, and it was blue, and it was transparent, and I could see through it. And I knew that this had something to do with like some kind of protection, like there's a shield. Even though to me it didn't really look that much like a shield. And I remember noting, even in my blog, I think I noted, it just doesn't look very dependable. So anyway, so that was the first vision, okay? In June or July, I can't remember which one it was, I asked the Lord again who was going to be the next president. Probably because I thought maybe I misheard. I do that a lot. I'm not going to apologize for it because I think it's important that we do our best to make sure that it's not just us, trying to put God's name on it, and saying, this is what God showed me, when it was actually something that just came from your mind. But I asked again, and immediately he said Donald Trump. And then I heard the words again, closed borders. And when I heard the words this time, it felt worse. It felt very ominous. And it was as I was looking at the country, I was up again and I was looking down. I do remember that. I don't think I wrote it down on my blog. I was looking down, and I remember having this feeling that not only were the borders going to be closed to keep people from coming into the country, but the borders would somehow end up being closed to keep people inside the country. And I know that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it means. I'm not going to get into logic because, you know, oftentimes things aren't logical when God shows them, you know, the things that he shows you. So then it was like I was in the vision, it was like I was on the ground, okay? I was on the ground in the country, and I was looking up and I was seeing this blue shield, and I could see right through it, and I was thinking, this thing just does not look thick, you know? And I reached up and I put my hand up and to touch it, and my hand went right through it. And much to my dismay, because I knew it was like spoken into my spirit kind of all at once. I mean, some of you others probably have that experience where it's like it's not words exactly, but it's just something deposited in you, and it's a message. And I heard the Lord say, I guess you could say, I knew, I had a knowing that this represented a shield, and it had to do with America's defense systems, and that the public is going to think that we have a lot more protection than we actually do, and that the government's going to know, though. Not as safe as we think we are. So it's not a happy message. So last night, I was watching this video, and I'm gonna put the link in, and I really would encourage you guys to watch it. I don't think it's very long even. I think it's maybe 30 minutes. And what he says is very interesting and frightening also. So he was talking about some things that he had noticed that just didn't seem right to him with the president's speech after the bombing of the military bases by Iran in defense of the assassination of one of their generals. Okay. He was talking about how it didn't make sense about the Patriot missiles. I didn't even know that's what they were called. My husband just told me that. But I know that there are missiles that will keep, they're missiles that like stop a weapon, like stop a bomb. It's defensive. It's not offensive. And he explained how it was odd that our Patriot missiles did not work on them, the bombs the missiles that were fired, and that he had surmised, and he did share clips from former videos from different news that he had gotten throughout 2019 about things that were going on, and he ended up saying that he believes that China has found a way to surpass the Patriot missiles, and their what they do. Like I said, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Missiles that are stronger than ours, basically, to stop it. And that he felt China was involved, and he felt like that was definitely a part of what had happened. So, I don't know if you made the connection yet or not, but I have. It was pretty clear to me. It hit me pretty hard. The Lord showed me that we didn't have as much safety as we think as far as defense, and the government will know, but we won't. Now, you could say, well, we know. I mean, we watched the video. Well, this is a guy on YouTube. It's not like he's on TV in the news. You're not going to hear, I don't believe you're going to hear about anything about this in the news. We may. I hope so. I hope something's done. I mean, come on, this is America, right? Not that I want to go to war or anything. No. Point being this. The Lord showed me, and that's the thing too. Today, about an hour and a half ago, I prayed. I was like, Lord, please show me. And even before I got the whole question in my mouth, please show me if this is a prophecy come to pass. He said, yes. Yes, this is what I was showing you. Not the greatest news. It is upsetting. I am praying and hoping that as far as, our nation on land, on our land, that this is not going to be a problem. I don't want it to be a problem anywhere, but, this is my country, I have kids, I have a grandchild, So yeah, so that was that has a part of the prophecy that has come to pass, and there's some other things that have not happened, and there are some things that I do believe have happened. Now that I've looked at that, those several visions that I had there, I think that they just definitely happened in a different way. More about that later. Now, I just want to reiterate something to you guys. This is not a brag. I'm not bragging about having a prophecy that went right, that was correct. Oh, that's my daughter and my granddaughter. Anyway, try to get this done quickly. I'm not a bragger, okay? In fact, what I've been praying for the last several days is, Lord, if I have any false prophecies or any false interpretations, please show me, and I will publicly apologize for them, and I will remove them from my channel, and I will remove them from anything else, like my blog or whatever. So please don't think that I'm puffing myself up. These are not good news. I'd rather it not be right, honestly, because it's a sad and it's a difficult thing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but I just want to encourage everybody to not be consumed with fear. I do believe that something more is coming, and that red flag means a lot more than we realize. But we have to, we're going to be scared. It's human to be afraid. But you can't let it consume you. You cannot let it cause you to lose sleep and these kinds of things. Get into the scriptures. Find scriptures. If you have to Google for a list of scriptures, that's okay. You don't have to look them up yourself. Believe me, you can Google, and if you need scriptures about fear, you'll find a list. Take those, copy, paste, whatever, put it in your phone or on your computer where you can see them, print it out if you want to, and read them. And not only read them, say them aloud, because it does help. The Word of God is powerful. And I also want to just remind everybody, as frightening as things could be getting and are getting, in my opinion, God is still in control. God is with his people. And he is going to be with us no matter what we have to go through and no matter what happens. And we have to trust that we're going to be okay. We really are going to be okay. Doesn't mean we're not going to suffer. I'm not going to say that. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get persecuted. It doesn't mean we're not going to have a difficult time. It just means that we're going to get through it, and we'll have the Lord with us. And nothing can beat the Lord. Like, nothing can stand against the Lord. He is our power. So keep the faith. I'm going to go see my granddaughter. Love you guys, and I hope to share a little more soon. Maybe the next few days. I'm hoping to make another video. God bless you all.